I thought I'll just take a tour around my place and see what's blooming. This is the white ivy, and it seems to have a purple tinge to it. And really speaking, I don't know the name of it, and it is just full of blooms. I can't believe it that it's flowering so well. And here we come to distinction. It's looking quite good, and more of contrast there. And then on this side I have more blooms, petals in the front, and then blossoming over there, blossoming quite nicely. This one I have got no idea, came from Bunnings, and have no idea on that one. This one is my Salmon Princess. That's looking quite gorgeous. Nearly finished flowering. And my beautiful Chelsea Gem that is just full of blossoms, as you can see. I really love this plant because in a little sort of pot and plant, it's got so many blooms. And Mrs. This is the Africa red mixed in with pink, as you can see, just cascading beautifully right up to the ground. It's amazing. And look at this apple rosebud, so many beautiful blooms. I just can't believe that this year has been a great year for flowers of pelargoniums. Another contrast here, which is looking beautiful. And white ice over there. I'm not really particularly keen on white pelargoniums because that's what happens when they dry, the flowers. You just have to keep picking them. If you don't pick them, it looks rather untidy to me. So that's the white ice there. And look at these. They have just finished flowering, and there's a few more coming there, a few more buds. But it's been a great year for this Carmonandria. Loving it, loving its conditions there. And candy cane, which is just beautiful. Just heaps and heaps of blooms. It's just, I'm trying to pick it up from the ground just to show you. And this particular Henry Cox have been planted in the ground. Lots of blooms even on Henry Cox. It's just amazing how many blooms even Henry Cox has got. And we're coming to Mrs. Quilter there. That's blooming quite nicely. And in the background over there, I have got some sort of pelargonium. It's sort of like crimson flowers. I don't have any ID for that one, but it's blooming on its own quite nicely in the background there. And this one here is I've forgotten the name, but it's a very pretty Lady of Spain. Sorry, it seems to have finished flowering there. It's beautiful there. And then we come back here, looking at glitter orange. The blooms are just huge, enormous. I can't even get them in the picture, especially this one here. It's just amazing. It's well over 10 to 12 centimeters across. It's blooming there beautifully. And this particular one, Oggle Shields, doing quite nicely. Some has finished flowering, and this one is no idea. I don't really know what this one is. Actually came from Bunnings, and Mrs. Tilling doing its thing there, just producing lots of buds and flowers and blooms, just blooming away there beautifully. And of course I've got this particular, the Joker, sorry it's too close, the Joker out there, as you can see, finally it's open. It's so pretty. This is my hanging basket, sort of showing you, that's really full of blooms there. Coming down again, this particular one, my standard, is actually doing quite well there. Needs cutting, trimming. This particular one is doing okay too. Coming back to more apple rosebud, and with the apple rosebud, I have got also a happy thought, which is quite a reasonably sized plant that's coming into flower. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. From here I take you to the